Peace and blessings, collective. Welcome in. The energy is potent, and there's a strong message of do not rush the process. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even if it feels like chaos. And I'm seeing the magician on the bottom of this deck next to me. And chaos magic is a thing. And there, I wonder if because there's a specific quote from a different deck that I'm channeling right now, and it's like like chaos in order is magic, but order, or maybe it's the opposite, or because there's something about the opposing forces of there being chaos found in order and order found in chaos, and it feels like there's some of both happening. Like the areas of your life that you may have felt were under control, or that you had to a science, or you had a specific routine or process for getting done, like there's been some chaos thrown in there, but also the areas of your life where you felt like you could never really get a handle. A wave of emotion just hit me. Wow. Yeah, like those areas where you felt like maybe you could never truly get a handle on to make the progress that you were seeking. There's been some order brought to those areas, and you're seeing it, and it's making a difference in the way you experience your life. You're able to make new judgments, new because like you're able to in some ways detach, because those areas where you felt like there was order and now there's chaos, you're not responding in the way that you thought you might. 144 on the time as I'm saying that. Like you may have thought that maybe, like you were very meticulous about certain things, and in the past we now have justice. Yeah, like maybe you felt like when someone would try to just say rearrange something in your home or move something from where it usually is, usually your response would be to be upset, or to lash out in some way. But now it's like, well, they didn't know where it went, and it really doesn't make sense for me to get angry, because now I'm just going to be feeling anger over something that I probably could just get over anyway. And that's like the balancing of the scales, like knowing that you do not, if there is no malice, no ill intent, then the only person that hurts from carrying heavy 234 on the time as I'm saying that, the only person that is going to hurt from you carrying dense emotions around things that could be released is you. And you get to choose whether or not you carry those things. You have the ability to balance the scales for yourself, to make your heart as light as a feather. And then we have the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. There's something that either you have, it feels like it's something you've been working on, and okay, here's the channel. Whatever that thing was that you felt like you couldn't get a handle on, it's something that you've been trying to do alone, and you're not doing it alone anymore. And this Knight of Pentacles energy this is the slowest moving knight in the deck. This means that there's the thing that has been taking so long that you've been trying to work on your own. Hyper independence may be a theme here. It's coming in because you've opened up, you've allowed yourself to be vulnerable. I'm channeling Erica Badu saying, like, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. Like, yeah, you may still be sensitive about it, but you're allowing yourself to share vulnerably so that others can show up and assist you where they are able to. And you're no longer resisting that assistance. And we have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is like a passion for you, like a passionate endeavor. This is something that you've been, that you have. I want to see what the split was there. The Fool, literally. The Fool and the Queen of Wands. You're able to take the leap now because you have the support. Because for some of you, everyone's at a different point in their journey. For some of you, the support is on its way. For some of you, the support is already here. But just know that you do not have to go through this alone, whatever this is. We have the Two of Swords. Yeah, like that's that closed off energy, being closed off to the support that could have been made available to you if you were willing to be more open about what you are attempting to do. But honestly, it's not that you should have been more open. You were guided to keep this to yourself for such a time as this. Everything happens exactly as it's supposed to. Everything you need to know finds you at the perfect time. You did not do anything wrong. You have done everything perfect up to this moment. And you will continue to do everything exactly as you are supposed to going forward, because there is no supposed to. There is only following the resonance and what feels right for you in the moment. And that's not to say be short sighted, but when you are truly present, you can feel beyond the present moment without having to visualize or live externally. Like, you do not have to put your consciousness in the future to be present enough to know that the situation that you are in carries weight and gravity for your future, if that makes sense. And then we have the King of Cups, which is really that intuitive masculine energy, that heart-led masculine energy, getting things done, but with the knowing, the divine knowing that all is working out exactly as it should be. Even when you're in this Five of Swords confusion energy, you do not have to succumb to the confusion. You truly can just release it. You don't have to give it your energy. That affirmation, everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time, is something that I say to myself at all times. And that means if I do not know it now, I don't need to. And when I need to know it, I will. Just rearranging the cards here. But yeah, this is something that has really been, like, it feels like a long time coming. The Sun at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, whatever this new, and it doesn't even feel like it's a new endeavor, but there are connections with this Three of Pentacles, connections with community, with partnership, be it romantic, business, platonic, whatever it is. There is a new character entering the story that is bringing new life to the vision. And with this Sun card on the bottom of the deck, this is a joyful vision. And we have the Knight of Swords. Nope, pardon me, Knight of Wands. This, once again, with that passion, that passionate manifestational energy. And it's this dancing to the beat of your own drum and going up, like, with this Three of Pentacles energy. This is community, soul tribe, connections that encourage you to be your full self, because they know that you are the force behind whatever it is you're creating, and they just want to see it come to life in the most authentic way, with your authentic essence, because they know that your vision is far reaching. Because this doesn't feel like something that's just like a one and done type thing. Like, this is something that is going to touch. The Fool is back out on the bottom of the deck. This is a major leap. Someone may be starting a business. Maybe you're going to start putting out music, art, but these are things that are going to affect people. You might put out a song that becomes someone's, like, why did I just get so emotional? Someone in this collective is going to channel through some sort of creation that is going to be life-changing for, I can't even put a number on the amount of people, but the depth of emotion that I just felt was like, wow, this is unbelievable type energy. And I'm seeing, like, I just saw a stage in my mind's eye, like public speaking may be significant. Queen of Wands back out. So we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands, and that's like fire and water. And if this is like the dynamic of the partnership, this creates steam. And when you think of like a steamy energy, it's like, it's sultry, but it's, I don't know. I don't know how to, because it's almost like an adult theme arriving here. And, you know, with YouTube and things, I'm, going to stay at least PG-13, but just know that, like, whatever this connection is, even if it's not like romantic, steam or heat between two people can just be like, you're able to have passionate conversations that to others may sound like arguments, but you know that in the dynamic you have plane flying overhead. Planes may be significant, travel may be significant, but like, you're able to have conversations with this person or these people, or maybe it's even like podcast settings where you're able to have these heated conversations without impacting the relationship itself, when in for other people, they might listen to what you're saying to each other and be like, do they even like each other? Like, but it's not, it doesn't have that impact for those involved. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is definitely long planted seeds. You've been planting these seeds alone for a long time, and it feels like whoever you're coming in contact with has also been planting seeds, and they're very similar seeds. And it feels like, like the joining of a crop, like the harvest will be reaped together, and there will be no, it's like there's no need to even go back and forth over whose idea was what and who did what and when, because the effort is so effortless because you're aligned with the same purpose. Four of Wands, this is literally like marriage celebration energy, commitment energy. Contracts may be significant. Someone may be signing something soon. Maybe like lease contract, a job offer, marriage, like things of this nature, like significant structures are being created. Like what's channeling through is government recognized structures are being created out of this connection. And then we have the moon. Yeah, there's been some deep subconscious work that has taken place that is allowing this partnership or this soul tribe connection to flourish. Like you have both been or all been, because it does feel like a one-on-one relationship, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, because with this Three of Pentacles, it's community vibes. Like, but whatever it is, whoever these characters are that are coming into your life, they've been doing the work, whether they realize it or not. Because even like if you're watching this video, you're obviously into 1144 on the time as I'm saying this, you're all obviously into like self-transformation and, being self-aware and being spiritually aware and knowing that you are more physical or more spiritual than you are physical. But there are people who go through life without that realization, but still wake up to those realizations, but from a different perspective. So that may be what you encounter. You might find someone who is, at a similar, in a similar mindset as you, but arrive to that point from a very different path. And that's like that, all roads lead home, or like because there's like a phrase that there's more than one path to get to the same destination. Essentially, that's the energy that's coming through. It's like you guys are meeting. This card is face up in the deck. Nine of Swords. Yeah, like regardless of what the path looked like exactly, you have all or both been through, hold on, this energy. Like you can see the energy that these two cards carry. Very deep, reflective, subconscious shadow work, like digging up what doesn't serve and taking what's worth keeping, which are the lessons, and discarding the false evidence appearing real, discarding the fear, releasing the fear that the past has brought you. Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. This is literally the beginning. Like the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, but it's turning and starting you in a new cycle. I'm seeing like an upward spiral. It's like you've entered the next level. This is the next phase of your journey, and you're not going to be alone. This feels like a collective that has been alone. Ten of Wands coming out. Interesting. Okay, but Ten of Wands is coming out here, and it came. Okay, these all go together. So there was like, so we have the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Cups reversed, and the Page of Cups. There were some relationships that you had to walk away from because they no longer served. Because when you entered them, and it's not to say that they will never reignite, rekindle, but in this season, in this chapter, like you've gone through this isolation, and with those past relationships, past environments that you had to walk away from, you brought some baggage with you, but this new connection is calling for you to release it, for you to release this inverted understanding of what love is, where you don't necessarily trust fully those who express love towards you, because you know that in the past you have been naive, and that's not a bad thing. Like, you're closest to God as a child, and children are, in essence, naive, trusting, like, it's not wrong to be trusting, but you do also have to be discerning. And that discernment is what is going to allow you to have this change in perspective and experience the joy of having these new connections with people that genuinely want to see you operating in your authentic truth. And this Page of Cups is also a message of to not lose that childlike innocence, that childlike intuition, tapping into those more far-fetched dreams, because they're not as far-fetched as you may think they are. I am going to tap in here with the Spirit of the Animals Oracle just to see if we can get some additional confirmation here. And then I'll get a final message from Archangel Michael. And I will love and leave y'all there. Let's see. I'm just going to... Ram, perseverance. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. We literally started this message out by saying, do not rush the process. And this just says, with patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. There is no way that you can truly tap into this type of energy, and by like literally my energy, this videos like this, and not expect to have miraculous experiences. You have to trust and believe in the unseen. And that means persevering even when you can't see what's next. Because a lot of times when you can't see anything is when you're the closest to the thing that you've been waiting for. You're right at the edge of a breakthrough, but couldn't see. And that's a channel song that has come through in a previous reading. I don't know. If you've seen that reading, this is double confirmation for you, but it's, I almost gave up. I was right at the edge of a breakthrough, but couldn't see. What is the name of that song? If I remember, I'll try to put it on the screen. But 33, this is a blessing in disguise. Be patient and have faith that your angels have this situation under control. What will come is far better than you dared dream. Really, I want to leave it right there, but I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck. Patience. Do not rush. Bottom of the deck, 42. Your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. Expect miracles, and that just means releasing all expectation, because you have no idea how a miracle will show up. But guaranteed that the miracle is on the way. And since I took this off the bottom of the deck, I'm now also seeing, put your creative energy into action. Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. And that help you to communicate your vision is a major part of this new chapter for you, because like I said, you've been in some type of isolation, whether it was like true physical isolation or just things that you've been keeping to yourself intentionally. But you're going to need to speak on these things now. And Source is here to help you get your words together, to help you communicate your vision. Write the vision and make it plain so that they may run and not faint. I don't know what scripture that is, but that is a scripture in the Bible. Write the vision, make it plain, that they may run and not faint. Because it's real easy to lose sight of the vision when it wasn't clear to begin with. The vision can simply be peace. And as long as that is the aim of all involved, that will be the experience of all involved. But on that note, I am going to love and leave y'all here. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. The link for services is in the description if you are interested in booking a personal reading with me. If you've seen some of the earlier videos on this channel with me in this setup, I told you all that back in June I took the leap into full-time entrepreneurship. And you know, it has been kind of a slow going process. I am on this journey with you all. Like, these messages that I deliver, they speak to me as well. And you know, it gets hard when you can't see what's next. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, and you don't know what resources are available to you until you start expressing your needs, your desires, your passions, until you start being vulnerable. But yeah, and all that to say that I do have a tip jar link in the description. Any gift is welcome and appreciated, but not required. And may whatever you give be returned to you tenfold. And I am wishing you an abundant ascension, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Peace.